Hey everyone, it's KillerKingKevin, and let's jump into a massive storyline theory to do with the Doomsday live event and Chapter 1 of Fortnite, which includes the final The End event and the recording tapes found back in Season X. What if Midas is actually good instead of what everyone thinks him to be, evil? Everyone thinks Midas is evil because we gave this machine and the whole event the name of the Doomsday live event. However, Fortnite themselves have said the actual name of the event is just called the device. Now this device, we have no idea what it will do, but I feel like Midas is trying to connect back to Chapter 1 of Fortnite. Firstly, I'll play the tape recordings from Season X so you get a better understanding of what the 7 visitors were talking about.
What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions worked. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus this hasty and primitive recording, and why now I find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end.
Okay, so in this sound clip there is lots and lots of information and it might get super confusing, but firstly, the sound clip is made and meant to be heard by the person who made the recording. So the visitor is actually talking to himself in the whole recording. The main thing we should focus on right now is the device that he's talking about. He says,
giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself.
So I'm pretty sure the 7 visitors actually failed to do what they were trying to do, because if they did succeed, the final The End event shouldn't have actually happened. In The End event, we can see the meteor hit the 0 point at the middle of Loot Lake, which causes a black hole and then everything gets sucked into it. After that, we get the trailer of Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 1, where they show us the black hole and they, I guess, start in a new world or a new location. But I highly doubt that Fortnite just gets rid of everything that happened in Chapter 1, because right now even Chapter 1 is very mysterious and no one really knows exactly what happened. Like, we don't know what's going on in this storyline. So I doubt they just cut off ties with Chapter 1. I still think they're connecting all the chapters and all the seasons once again. So if I put the final event and the trailer of Chapter 2 side by side, it actually links in and it doesn't just cut to something new. So from that we can see that chapter 1 is destroyed and chapter 2 is born. But we can't just get rid of the fact that chapter 1 never existed. Chapter 1 did exist, and that's why there is chapter 2. And I feel like Midas has found some kind of notes or recordings of chapter 1. I don't know how, but he's found this in this alternate reality or alternate world. And now because of these notes and recordings that he's found, he's trying to create the device, and once he creates that, he can link it back to the past, which is chapter 1. So let me know your thoughts on what you think Midas will do and what you think might happen in the device live event. So before I end this video, this is one of my best Fortnite meme edit videos. This video was dedicated to only using Fearless in most of my memes. So if you like Fearless and C-Day style videos, subscribe to my second channel for all that awesome content.